These are my reflections on my first week of completing the 333 challenge. If you're not familiar with the challenge, I will post the links so that way you can follow along with us. So initially, part of my challenge for my mind was that I was going to post one video every day on YouTube. A big part of that for me was the challenge of getting past my own insecurity with putting myself out there. Another piece of that was that I have no idea how to film and edit and post videos, and I thought that would be a great way to learn very quickly. But I learned about halfway through day 2 that filming, editing, and posting one video every day was inherently not sustainable for my life. Especially over the weekend when I'm full-time with the kids and there is just no way to make all of that happen. So I'm glad I initially made that challenge for myself before I knew what that actually meant and what that entailed, because I did make 4 videos and it did really help me learn a lot very quickly. And so I'm glad I did that, but I am not going to do that moving forward. The way I'm going to keep up that accountability is I'm going to post one video a week. That is my review of the entire week. And every day I have a journal that has lines for every day. So I'll just put my day reflections in there, and then at the end of the week, go through and post some of those. A lot of the feedback that I got from people who are doing the challenge with me is that they picked one practice for each of the 3 areas and are doing that for 3 months. And I think that's perfect. And for most people, I think that's probably a little bit more sustainable and attainable. For me, I really wanted to do 3 for each, mainly because I had 3 for each, but everyone can make it very individual to them. As I was working through all of these practices, I think the consistency part is huge. And there were a few days where I didn't do all of them. The reading was a big one that was hard for me to get in, even though it's only like 10 minutes of reading. That was an easy thing to just let go of and not really commit to and not be consistent with. So that's something I'm really pursuing this next week. We had the rare opportunity that we both weren't working and we could take a little time to ourselves. We went to one of our favorite coffee shops in Austin, just spent some time outside. The weather was beautiful, and just kind of talking and reflecting on what has been going on in our life recently, which has been a lot. And it was interesting on the drive into Austin, trying to go do this thing, which is spending time together, right? But we were stuck on the highway, and I looked out my window and I saw just this beautiful, perfect display of rainbow colors just spreading out over the hillside. And I found myself thinking, I'm so thankful we're stuck in traffic right now, because if we were going 70 miles an hour, we would just be driving past this and it would just be a blur, that I would see out of my periphery. But I'm stuck right now. We're not moving, and I can look at the beauty around me and see it and be thankful for the opportunity to slow down and enjoy just being here in this moment. And I thought that was a pretty good analogy for what this is in general. I've been processing with a lot of people who have been coming to similar realizations recently, that kind of the whole point of everything is the process, and it's so funny because it's all these things we hear all the time. It's the journey and not the destination. The whole point is not where you're going, but what you do on the way to get there. And I'm realizing that that's really true, especially for me right now. I have little kids, and every day I feel like they're different people. They're 3 and 6, and they are changing so rapidly and becoming like real profound people as children. And when I'm not present with that and I'm not present with him, I really lose a lot, I'm realizing. And I have lost a lot that I can't get back. And this whole practice has given me a new perspective to be more present with them and giving them more space and giving myself more space, and not just being in such a hurry all the time to get anywhere or get anything done, but giving myself some space. And that's another reason why I'm very proud of myself for the decision not to make and post one video every day. The other part of that is that I really want to be making creative videos. There's lots of things I love to make and do, and that's a huge part of what I hope this channel will become eventually, is me just sharing that stuff with whoever wants to watch it. And it's just all the stuff that I make. I'm just claiming that I'm a maker, and I'm always making things. So people have asked me, how did you make that? And so I'm like, well, I'll show you how I did it. And that's what I'm going to be doing here. So if that sounds like a journey you'd like to be a part of, come along for the ride. It's going to be, I guess I can't guarantee anything. It's going to be whatever is interesting to me. So follow along if that sounds interesting to you. If not, don't. You know, I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe. You know what to do if you like what you're seeing. But already I can see some huge benefits to doing this. Even in the first week, I felt a lot more present in my life. I think just taking every day slowly, one day at a time, and being present, that's it. That's like all we're here to do, I believe. So I'll keep writing down my reflections and what's coming up for me as I'm going through this process. I hope that you're also finding some more happiness as you slow down and actually look for happiness all around you. You know, slow down and enjoy the wildflowers wherever you find them. Have a moment today to bring a little bit more presence and a little bit more awareness, and enjoy the beauty that's around you. I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.